All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Peak to Middle School. My name is Narwhal.
My name is Kyle.
My name's Jordan, but they might call me Shim.
J-Shim Fit.
J-Shim Fit.
Yeah. If you guys want sick workouts, go follow him on Instagram.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to give him a shout out at the beginning. Guys, so if you go to a restaurant or like a fast food place.
Yeah, we were
just at Red
yeah.
Robin.
Wait, fast food or restaurant?
That's not a restaurant. Is a fast food a restaurant? I don't think McDonald's is a restaurant.
What do you mean?
Okay.
What would you call
Is
it?
fast food a restaurant?
What would you call it?
Fast food.
Any place that serves
Okay,
food is a
all right,
restaurant.
it's a restaurant.
Okay.
But like a nice restaurant, like a
We're talking a sit-down restaurant.
sit down,
Listen.
or fast food.
No, fast food.
Okay.
Okay. If you go to a fast food place and they ask you when you're paying, do you want to donate $1 to help prevent child hunger?
Yeah, fuck that.
Do you do
No.
it?
Don't.
See,
Depends
I
how
thought,
generous
If I
I'm
pay
feeling.
with cash, I'll put like the change in whatever.
yeah.
Depends how generous.
See, they kind of guilt trip you into it because the other day I went to Qdoba and it's like $9 or $10. He's like, "Do you want to donate $2 to help prevent child hunger?" If I say no,
You're
it
an
sounds
asshole.
like I don't want to stop child hunger.
Yeah, because that's different than a drive-through. Because everyone in line at Qdoba can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's like that one. What is it? South Park episode where it's like this guy doesn't want to donate.
yeah. And he asked me, and all the employees, like I could sense them looking at me, like, is he going to donate or is he not going to donate? I didn't even want to donate because I don't have a lot of money to spend. But I just said yes. So then I donated. But then he's like, what convinced me, he's like, if you donate, you get a certificate for free chips and queso. And I glanced up at the menu. Chips and queso was more than $2.
So that's, yeah.
So
there you
I
go.
gained money.
I want to go donate now. That's
Have you guys ever been in the situation? It happens at Starbucks a lot where the person pays for your order in front of you. Like the person in
Never.
front of you pays for your order.
Yeah.
it's never happened to me.
Because like, what happens if I order one drink and it's like $4, and then the guy behind me orders like $15, and it's because it starts a chain. Or it's like, do you want to pay for the person behind you? And usually you're just like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, it'll be $30.
What if someone's like, oh, the person like in front of you wants to pay for your drink, and then you're like, the person's like, oh, well then can you add on a egg McMuffin, a large coffee, like you just add on a bunch of shit. But then, see, with that whole thing, I don't really get it because if everybody wants to be nice and pay for the person behind them, it defeats the whole purpose of paying for someone's drink.
Yeah, but eventually it stops with one person in the back.
Who's just the asshole who can't pay for their own drink.
Well, but they can't. No one else is behind him.
Oh.
Or some douchebag just like, all right, and just drives off.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was tempted to be that guy, and the guy behind me ended up having more than what I would have paid for, so it sucked.
Wow. You just shouldn't have done it.
Wait,
I
so
don't know.
you
I'm
did
just
pay
really-
for the person behind
Yeah,
you?
so he paid more money than you
Yeah.
would have paid.
Oh,
His was like
dude.
$7, and mine was like $5.
Oh.
Yeah,
That sucks.
I know. And like, otherwise I'd feel like an asshole because it's only $7.
No, but like they are totally capable of buying their own coffee.
Oh, I know he is,
Yeah.
but still, like, I'm just trying to be the nice guy. Sorry that I liked being a nice person.
Speaking of sucking, would you guys have sex with a robot?
No.
No, gross.
Wait, what kind of robot are we talking?
It's like a lifelike android
No, dude.
because there's been these things going around on Twitter where people have been like doing a hashtag sex robot gripes or something.
Oh, never mind. No, I'm
And
not gonna do it.
people are making their complaints about justifying why they don't think that would be like a good idea.
Yeah, no shit.
No.
It could bite your dick off.
You can have robot babies.
But it's not a demon robot. It's
You
programmed.
don't know that.
It's built like if it's reliable. They've done like clinical study, like tests and all this shit.
No.
It's like going on a roller coaster. Like there's a chance you fall off and die. There's a chance the robot malfunctions and bites your cock off.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's so weird.
But I mean, okay, do you think that should ever be an option
no.
to go to a brothel
No.
and have sex with a robot?
No.
like,
But then there's
honestly, I would say I think that maybe should be an option because there's like some sad people out there. But
and it would probably help prevent like human trafficking, like sex trafficking. If
Yeah,
we got
just
a bunch of
abuse
robots,
just abuse robots.
that's how they turn on us.
But then, yeah, they're gonna
Because
get
they
upset.
find out like their own kind is getting just abused by these like gross guys.
And they
in
have a bunch of,
brothel.
and then they have a bunch of STDs because they're in a brothel, and then they
Wait,
figure
wait.
out.
That's a good. Can a robot
robots
catch an
can't
STD?
get an STD. They
How
don't
do
have
you-
like blood.
Yeah, but what if they don't thoroughly clean it? Then they can transfer an STD to another guy.
Yeah, so like
right?
guys are giving guys STDs
Yeah.
because of this one little robot hole.
Because like at some just like sketch brothel, I don't know if they're gonna clean it that well. Who's working at a brothel? Who's working at a robot brothel?
Who does work at a brothel? How do you get a how do you get
guy?
a job
Is there a front
at a
desk
brothel?
guy at a brothel?
How do you get hired at a brothel? Have you guys? Where are brothels?
I don't think they're around, are they?
I think those are real things.
In Europe or something?
Yeah, brothels are European. I don't know.
Just imagine like on your resume, like towel clerk at brothel.
Robot cleaner. Yeah.
Job duties.
Like front desk.
Clean robots.
Secretary at. Yeah.
No. Anyways, back to that. No. Robot sex is bad. No.
Okay, I don't
Ew.
know.
Very ew.
I think it's pretty ew too. But.
Super ew.
All right. Well, anyways.
Would you just try it though once?
I might once. I might do it once. That's like
Listen.
saying, are you gonna try VR porn once? Right?
That's so different.
I'd try it.
How is that different?
I don't think I'd like it.
Because it's a robot versus something you're just seeing.
Yeah,
it's totally
it's different.
I guess.
For sure different.
I guess.
I'd
I don't
probably
think I could do it.
if they both became the norm, and lots of people did it. It's
What if-
not like a weird secret. Your career can't be ruined because of it.
What if
I
no
would
one
try
knows? No one knows. Would you try it?
Probably try. Dude, if no one knows, there's a lot of shit I would do if nobody would
that's
ever
true.
know.
That's
What's
true.
something you would do if no one ever knew? Would you kill someone if no one ever knew?
No, because then
Maybe.
I feel.
What if it's a really shitty person?
Yeah, like maybe I might kill someone.
Well, if I look,
if no one ever
Fat
found
one.
out, if no one ever found
If
out,
fat,
I don't know.
kill a fat person.
I don't know what I was just saying. No, I'm trying to think. What's something you guys would do if no one would ever find out?
Rob. Whoa.
Rob? You would
Rob.
do Rob? You'd do Rob?
I'd do Rob. Yeah. I'd probably rob a bank or something. I
The
don't
only
know.
things that I can think of that I like would even like maybe consider doing that I wouldn't do now would just be like weird stuff involving my dick. like there's nothing else.
Where do you want to put your dick,
Well,
dude?
no, not like
Dogs,
that.
cats.
I'm just saying
apples.
there's not
oranges.
much that I want to do.
Fucking
that-
orange.
I'd fucking orange if no one ever found out.
Dude,
Try.
that would burn.
Yo, I'm not gonna say the name because like we all know them, but I know someone who like apparently like
Fucked an
fucked a
orange?
fruit.
Oh.
Yeah, that we went to high school with. Like someone that we know pretty well had tried it.
Can you cut it off right now and tell us now? Dude, have you guys seen that video of have you guys seen that video of that lady with the grapefruit? No.
Oh,
Where she's like sucking
she's teaching you how to like deep throat it or something.
she's like
or?
teaching you how to like please your man. And then she takes
with the grapefruit.
She takes she takes a
Yeah.
grapefruit and I forget what she does to it. She like cuts it a certain way. She cuts a hole in it or something. And she like warms it up and then she like puts it over this dildo and then she's just like
Yeah, she's like
it's
giving
an
like sex
instructional video.
advice.
Yeah. And then she like blows it while
She blows the grapefruit.
no, she
I don't know
blows
if it's a grapefruit,
it's a grapefruit.
but then but a
How-
grapefruit's like circular.
Yeah.
I know
That's-
she like cuts a hole in it or something, or she cut it in half and then like.
Oh, I do vaguely remember.
And
Like
then,
I know
and then
this
she
is
just like goes to town on this dildo. Like
I'll try and find the
frightening
video. I'll put it
noises.
on the screen if I can
it's
find
really
it.
well. I don't-
Maybe not. No.
You could look it up. It's like lady blows grapefruit or something.
Yeah. Okay. On that note, before we get too deep here, we're gonna do a fun little thing today for the majority of the episode. One of the podcasts that I listen to every single week, one of my favorite podcasts, it's called The Basement Yard, and they were talking about how they had heard of this list of questions that apparently will make like 80% of people cry when you ask them these questions. So I did some research and I found the list. It's called 36 Questions That Spark a Deep Emotional Connection. And apparently the idea behind it is like if you're on a first date or something, or if you're with a new friend or something, or even with someone you've known for a while, this is a really good way to get to know someone quickly and like get to know them on like a deep level.
So we're all gonna bond.
Yeah, we're going to bond deep today.
Three-way bond.
So, but I'm to avoid us crying on the podcast, what we're going to do is we're going to like take turns. So Kyle will answer number 1, then Shim will do 2, then
I
I'll
just
do 3.
don't think you can cry.
You don't think that this list could make you cry?
No, don't scroll through.
Why?
No, you can't. You don't go to the end.
I haven't read anything. I'm just saying, like,
But no, I'm saying if you took it very seriously,
Yeah.
the cameras
Yeah.
were off, and I was like,
Okay.
let's just have a one-on-one talk. I think I could see how it could work.
I'm open to crying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down to cry on the podcast.
Let's all cry. Imagine if we all cried. How funny that would be.
Yeah. So, this is gonna be maybe a little more serious video, but I think there'll still be some.
We just went from fucking grapefruits to let's cry.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'll just start it off. I'll ask you one, then you'll ask Shim, then Shim will ask me, and we can mix it up. Who's asking who?
Okay.
All right, Kyle. Number 1. Given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest?
I'd probably pick like Will Ferrell.
Okay.
I just feel like he'd be a fun guy to hang out with.
Yeah. He'd be nice to your family. He'd be likable.
Yeah.
I think he'd be a good choice.
Okay, Jordan. Would you like to be famous? In what way?
I can go 2 routes here. My heart says I'm a fucking rapper.
So in an ideal world, you'd like to be famous as a rapper.
So you'd want to be famous?
Yeah. Like, you know how like Dr. Dre, you think of Eminem and you think of Dr. Dre or whatever.
Yeah.
I want you to think of Jordan Shim and think of Eminem.
Wait. So you don't want to be the main guy? You want to be like the guy that people think of?
No. Like Eminem put me on. That's my father. But I'm the new shit.
Oh,
I'm the
I
hot
see.
guy now.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm a rapper.
Okay.
So you choose that over being like a famous
Like
fitness
fitness guy.
YouTuber with like 2
Yeah,
million
see, like that's
subscribers.
really tempting. But like, yeah, probably.
Okay.
Before making a phone call, do you ever rehearse what you're going to say and why?
Yeah, I rehearse a lot actually. Not if it's with any of you guys or my family, but if it's with a girl, I always have like pre-planned
Even if
like
it's a
questions. Oh no, but like if it's a girl I'm interested in,
Okay.
there's like question or like a list of like 4 or 5 options of ways I can go with this conversation.
You don't just play it by ear.
No, I don't. I'm not a good play-by-ear
No,
guy.
John's not that person. John's very like, I need to script things.
Yeah. And then also if I have any sort of business call, I get really nervous
yeah.
Okay, business call, I
before
understand.
like a phone interview or something. I'll have like a whole list of research I've done and all this stuff.
What about like grandparents?
No, I'll just wing it. My grandparents, dude, they don't even know what's happening.
Yeah, my grandparents.
They're
can't really
like
speak
so
English.
out of it.
Oh, mine are all dead.
Okay, wow. That escalated quickly.
All right. Kyle, what would constitute a perfect day for you?
Oh.
We've kind of talked about
Perfect
this
day?
before.
Oh. Well, I'm going to say like realistically,
Yeah.
probably wake up, work out,
Mhm.
come home, shower, eat some great breakfast, hang out with friends, probably like a summer day at the lake,
Mhm.
playing spike ball, and then in the evening, just sit around the fire, maybe crack a couple cold ones.
That's good.
There's no laws with claws.
Yeah,
I'm-
maybe, yeah, some claws.
I'm surprised you didn't say wake up, chill all day, go to the Mariners World Series game and watch them win the World
Okay.
Series.
But that's not realistic.
But that's not realistic.
Okay.
That's not realistic.
Okay. I respect that.
Jordan, when did you last sing to yourself or to someone?
Is rapping singing
Yeah.
Sure.
on the way to John's
In the car.
What were you
like,
like?
10 minutes ago? No, it's when it was like, what?
Like, were you like
What
in the
what
car?
were you rapping or singing? What song was it? Or was it your own song? Like
It
just
was,
ideas
it was,
or was it?
it was DMX, Rough Riders anthem.
Hey.
Nice. There you
When
go.
was the last time you rapped or you sang to someone?
Happy birthday to you
To me?
back in March.
That's the last time you sang to someone?
Probably.
I don't really sing. I
yeah.
rap. I don't sing unless.
And like when do
Yeah,
you
I've
sing
never heard
at
you
someone?
sing.
The last time Kyle and I sang, we made a rap song for you.
oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But
That's
I haven't been singing to people.
No, actually, I sang to my sister. She was like,
No.
it's gonna sound weird. I was singing about a lamp. I was talking about how hard it is to come up with something catchy, and she's like, "Okay, just sing about this lamp." And so I sang about the lamp.
Can you
you-
redo
Yeah.
it?
Something that I remember of the lyrics. I'm
Can
not
you
gonna
sing about that light?
I'm not gonna sing it, but something about it was like, "I want you to light up my world."
That was pretty good.
And I freeballed it, and it actually kind of sounded good. She took a Snapchat of it. So
All right, John. If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you choose? So from 30 to 90 years old, you retain the same body or mind. Which one do you choose?
So from 30 to 90,
You can either have the same body
mind.
or mind.
Oh,
So you could be like dementia 30-year-old, or you could be
my. Okay, so only because my family tends to have very healthy like brains. Like none of my grandparents that I know of got like any sort of Alzheimer's or anything. So I would go with the body because my grandparents live pretty healthy, long lives.
Okay.
So I'll bank on that.
Okay. That's good.
That's good.
Okay, Kyle, do you have a secret hunch about how you will die?
I mean, I guess something that I would say I'm worried about is ALS. I have ALS in my family, so that's something that I would say I'm worried about and like is a possibility when I'm old. So I guess hopefully that's not what happens to me, but that's a possibility.
Okay.
Jordan, name 3 things you and your partner. Okay, wait.
Well,
I
partner
don't
could just
have
be
a
like
partner.
we could
Us.
replace it with like friend or something.
Ooh, guy partners.
Okay, name 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common. What do we have?
Sense of humor is one. Number 2 would be sense of humor.
That's about it.
That's about it.
I guess like we're all me and my partners, me and my friends are all like motivated and have a good work ethic. And then number 3, what do we have in common?
It's pretty bad. You
We
can't
all
think
like
of
we all like sports.
There you go.
John, for what in your life do you feel most grateful?
Think for my don't give me that look. My parents probably and dogs.
Dog.
Just gonna.
I think my
not even mention the people in front of you.
no. Okay, my my parents, my friends, and my
dogs.
and my sister and dogs. You know my
So
parents.
family, friends, and dogs.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
I mean, it's
That's good.
Top
That's
3.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my parents are awesome. They've always been super supportive. Like neither of them finished college, so I expected they would be kind of those parents that are super angry if I didn't want to finish college because it's like, oh, we want you to do what we didn't do. But they actually totally get it, and yeah, I think that's good to have parents who like are like, you can do what you want, just don't be a lazy piece of shit, and that's what my parents are. So, Kyle, if you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
I don't know. You had a pretty good life. Goldfish and cops and robbers.
Maybe make my mom make me not eat Hot Pockets in the morning.
That was so classic.
I don't know. I guess this is just something that's just the first thing that pops into my head. I'm sure there's something different I could say, but I feel like my parents were pretty easy on me when I was little, and they definitely could have been like way more strict about just me being like, I was such a pussy when I was a kid. like
about in what way that you wish
like
they were more strict?
quitting things, quitting games, and just like crying about things, just being a little bitch.
So you wish they kind of like made you stick it out more in certain things?
I guess. And like, I mean, it's not that they didn't try to do that, but I guess they were pretty like chill, which I'm also thankful for because my parents, especially my mom, no offense, Dad. Yeah, I don't know. My mom's super chill, and like I'm thankful for that. But at the same time, I was definitely like not very tough when I was younger. Jordan, take 4 minutes and tell your partner your life story in as much detail as possible.
Whoa.
Damn, that's good.
4 minutes.
Yep, 4 minutes. Time starts.
Wait, my life story in detail?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
I was born in Kirkland, Washington at, I don't know what time. July 24th, 1997. I grew up in Kirkland, went to school at John Muir Elementary School, and then I moved to Sammamish, met Kyle and Paul O'Neill, and
You
Matt
sound really
Nisbet.
stressed right now.
They were all burning ants in Kyle's driveway. I was about to go to church, and that's when I met Kyle, and that sparked a friendship forever. And then I met John in 3rd grade at basketball practice. I was wearing a Ray Allen jersey and Husky shorts, and I remember him whispering to his dad saying, "Hey, look at that kid over there wearing Huskies and Sonics." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm raw as fuck." And then
Dude, I never knew that.
Fast forward a little bit more. We go to Discovery Elementary. We go to Pine Lake Middle School. We go to Skyline High School. Everything sucked except for Discovery Elementary School. And then I graduate. I have some anxiety and all that, and then
Skipped a lot of your life.
no.
Yeah, you're kind of skipping over some things. Here.
How?
Hey, you got 4 minutes, man. You're not
You
even a
played
minute in.
sports. You.
Oh, I'm only at a minute.
Yeah, tell us about
Oh,
yourself.
I'm only at a minute.
Yeah,
Okay.
well,
All right. Let's
You got
chill.
time.
Let's chill.
Let's take it
All right.
So,
easy.
what was your
So,
life experience?
Let's go. Back at third
Nice.
grade, met you two. I met John and Kyle, and then I also got socked in the nuts by a tennis ball playing wall ball by Connor Knudsen. That was my very first.
Probably
like,
didn't hurt that bad in third grade.
No. It just like kind of like I think it was just like the sense and the thought of like, oh,
Yeah.
my nuts just got hit.
Yeah.
This should hurt.
This should hurt. And then I played football, basketball. Didn't play baseball. Or I played baseball and soccer in Kirkland, but when I moved, I was like, I'm gonna drop that.
Did you want to play in college?
Oh, I wanted to play in college. I thought I was going to play in college.
When did your dream die?
D2.
When did your dream die?
When did you realize you weren't good enough?
Sophomore year in high school, playing basketball, I was like, I'm not going to make it. No matter how hard I work in practice, it's just genetically not possible. And then, so yeah, freshman, sophomore year, didn't go to any dances. Junior year, didn't go to any dances. Senior year, went to dances.
Nice.
Senior
you not want to,
senior,
or did
senior
you-
year I got my first kiss and my first No, not my first girlfriend. First girlfriend was 6th, 7th grade.
That doesn't,
Whoa.
does that really count, though?
That doesn't really
That's a
count.
flex.
Okay.
Anyways.
And I hooked that up.
No, you did not.
All right, you're at
Yeah, I did.
220.
Yeah, you did.
You're at
Yeah, I did.
220.
220. All right. So that's middle school. High school, I still played the same sports. Lost in state senior year. Kyle won state, so he can fuck off.
For football, then Kyle won it in baseball.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we both went to Western. Didn't have a great time at Western.
Why didn't you like Western?
There was a lot of stuff. Connor was supposed to come up there. He never came. And then just being around a bunch of stoners and like me living the lifestyle of a stoner wasn't very fun anymore. I was like kind of over it. I was ready to move on and pursue something. I didn't really know what I wanted as a degree, so I went back home, took time off, started working out a lot, and I realized fitness is what I want to do. So then I started a fitness page. Ever since I've been back, hanging out with John and Kyle. I don't know. I think that's my life, dude. In as much detail.
You got 40 seconds.
I got
What else
40
can
more
you add?
seconds.
Dreams, aspirations?
Dreams, aspirations. I have an older brother and a younger brother.
What does that have to do with your dreams and aspirations?
I'm giving
All
my
right.
life in detail, man.
What? Okay.
I'm giving my life in detail.
25 seconds.
Are you cutting it early? Is that it?
No, my life is so interesting.
There's more to you than this.
Never really got that good at grades.
15 seconds.
All right.
I can't grow that much leg hair or arm hair. Not a great swimmer, but I can swim.
All right. 5 seconds. How big's your dick?
That's not appropriate for this podcast.
All right. Time's up.
Dude, I'm sweating. That was a lot of pressure. That was a lot of pressure.
There you
Wow,
go.
there you go. You did it.
If you could wake up tomorrow having gained one quality or ability, what would it be?
The ability to control my emotions better.
I second that.
Okay.
I get really I'm either like really like high on life or like really
Grumpy.
freaking out and feel like even if I'm working like 14 hours in a day that I didn't do enough, and there's got to be like a happy medium, and I haven't found it yet. One day though.
I second that. You do need that.
Kyle, if a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know? So you could have it tell you kind of like one thing about your life.
This is kind of boring, but I just want to know, am I going to be happy with what I'm doing when I'm old?
Yeah.
Like, am I going to end up doing something that I regret? Am I going to have like a big regret, I guess?
Yeah. Because if it tells you that you're not, then you could do what
I can
you
do whatever I
keep
want.
doing.
And
You
I'm
go
not going to
murder, you
regret
can
it.
go murder someone and say you have no regrets.
See, we kind of
Yeah.
talked about that before, though. Is
I
that
guess.
how learning the future works?
Oh.
Like, do you still have to try hard, or can you just do whatever the fuck you want and it'll happen? You know?
I think if you look into the future and you find out that it's good, that means that you can do whatever the fuck you want. But if it's bad, that means it's because no matter
gotta-
what,
you gotta
nothing's going
fix
to change.
something.
So it's like you just
Yeah.
do whatever, I guess. So I could just not do anything.
Okay.
Anyways. Jordan, is there something that you've dreamt of doing for a long time? Why haven't you done it?
I mean, I had big dreams when I was younger, but those kind of faded away. It's not like I still want to do them and I just haven't done them. It's like my passions just kind of died for those things, like becoming a dentist and
I remember that.
becoming an NBA player. And so the aspiration I really had was starting a fitness page and helping people like my friends and just random people who want help on the internet with their health and fitness goals. And I started that.
Nice.
So you have done it.
So I have done
So
it.
there's
don't
nothing that
really-
you've been wanting to do
There's
for like 8 years that you keep saying, I'll
No,
do
because
it next.
it's not like Kyle where I want to skydive. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been jet skiing. I've been to Hawaii. Been to Europe. I'm blessed, man. Oh, I want to go to Australia. Why haven't I done
hell
it?
yeah.
Why haven't I done it? Because I'm scared of spiders. I'm scared of snakes, and that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it's a long ass flight.
That's fine. Just the money and snakes and spiders, man.
All right, that's fair.
Okay.
What is the greatest accomplishment of your life?
Whoa.
That's deep. You've accomplished a lot.
I mean, I think at the time, a big accomplishment was when I moved into my own apartment, and
Yeah.
and I was like paying the bills because I was like, I earned this, but now I'm not doing that anymore, and I quit my job, and now I'm back at home. So, yeah, but I think like even though I'm not like living on my own right now, that was a cool feeling knowing that I earned something, and I was like sitting in my apartment, and I was like, this is mine, you know.
Yeah.
This is mine.
Yeah, so that was cool.
But I think it's also a good thing that you achieved your accomplishment, but that's not your final accomplishment. Like,
Yeah.
that's not what you're stuck on. Kind of.
Yeah, and when I achieved it, I realized that like that job I thought was the be all end all be all, whatever the saying is. I thought it was like gonna be like the biggest thing, and then I quickly realized like when you achieve a goal, you quickly adapt and realize that like it's not as cool as you thought it'd
just
be.
want more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a good learning moment. Okay, we're gonna flip up the order here. I'm gonna go back to Shim now. Shim, what do you value most in a friendship?
Ooh, like I don't know if this goes on the same under the same umbrella, but like loyalty and respect. Just like if you're loyal to someone, or if you're like just like being a homie, like a good friend, you know, checking up on them and
That's what I had in my
like
head.
being there for them. And I guess like if you're being there for them, you're gonna respect them enough to like be there. I don't know, be their friend and be there at any moment. And so that goes without saying that you're not going to be like, I mean, you'll call them a piece of shit every once in a while, but like, you're not going to be, when they're having a tough time, you're not going to be joking around with them. Like you're there for them,
Yeah.
you know? So
How
I
far
guess
would
loyalty.
Okay. How far would you drive for me? If I called you and I said, "Yo, I need you to drive to me,"
I have AIDS.
how far would you drive?
Washington and New York.
Damn, that's a far drive.
Well, I think
So if I was
also-
in, like,
I
the
think also
Canada
for me,
up-
I
John would be struggling
No,
for a
no,
long
literally.
time before Jordan gets
yeah,
there.
no, well, like I would just like buy the first plane ticket I could.
Damn,
you know, like,
that's
and
good.
I think that goes. I don't know. I don't want to sound cocky or like arrogant, but I feel like with me, that's one of the biggest things is like I will literally drop everything for the people who are close to me.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of people will say that, but they won't actually do it. But I feel like
Yep.
if you guys needed help across the country,
Shim
I
would go. Yeah.
I would
he
literally
would.
be like, fuck everything I'm doing.
You just take
See
a
it-
scoop of pre-workout and go.
Yeah, I'd be like, all right, we're sending it.
Shim would be like at his own wedding and be like, "Honey, John needs my help.
John needs help on the podcast, honey. I gotta go to New York.
I'll be back."
I'll be back. We can reschedule, right?
Wait, why wouldn't John be at the wedding?
Because I needed his
Help
help.
on the podcast,
Okay.
dude.
All right. Okay.
All right, Kyle. What is your most treasured memory? That's a lot of
This is
memories.
really hard on
That's
the
a lot
spot.
of memories,
This
dude.
is like a hard thing on the spot. I see how people cry. But
Yeah,
This
right?
is kind of deep though. But this is most treasured memory is probably our last day with Connor in the hospital.
Yeah.
Just like it was like everybody that was closest to him was able to come by.
Yeah, that was a crazy day.
Because there was a bunch of people that like you were one of them that probably didn't expect would be able to show up, and then a
Yeah.
lot of people ended up being able to make it, and it was pretty cool for like his last day.
Yeah. It was so weird how everything came together. Like, one of our friends doesn't even live here. I was about to move to California and like was about to leave. One of our other friends was like always had tournaments and stuff and was always busy. Like everybody
Yeah.
was always
He had to-
busy.
One of them had to get over the like mountain pass in like the middle of winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it was clear that one day.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Mm.
Yeah, we have videos of like on like Snapchat videos that we saved of Connor doing like a walk with like what song?
Eye of the Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah.
He was like, "I'm back, baby."
Yeah.
John, what is your most terrible memory?
Oh my god, dude.
Dropping your pizza and then me dropping my pizza. That's pretty terrible.
That was funny though.
Okay, that was pretty funny too.
Yeah, mine is probably like around that same time period. When Connor passed, I like there's certain moments in your life where you like it could be so many years down the road and you always remember the exact like place you were standing and like what you were doing. And I remember my worst memory ever is I woke up at like it was like 3 a.m. or something, and I woke up to an email notification that I like got this job interview or something. And so I texted our group chat like, holy shit, guys, that's it.
And that was literally the exact same time.
And that was the same moment that I hadn't known at the time, but Connor had passed away, and Kyle was the first one to find out. And then Kyle was like, did you hear? That's what he responded. And I was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And then I remember he was like, Connor passed. And then all of our friends like woke up or were like checking their phones. Everybody's like, what the fuck? And I just remember like my heart sinking.
Yeah.
And I got like, I didn't get dizzy, but I had to sit down on my bed.
Yeah, I kind of got like numb and lightheaded. I was like,
yeah,
oh.
like I didn't react for like 3 hours, and I was just like staring at my phone in my bed. It was just like, I don't know. It was I've never experienced that
was like my first
before.
experience of shock, you know?
Yeah.
How, like, if like someone like breaks their leg and like their shin bones coming out. They're like in
can't
shock.
feel it.
They're not crying. They're just like, what?
Yeah,
that's kind of how it was. I wasn't crying yet.
Yeah.
I was just like, what?
Well, and I'd never even like I'd never been at the forefront of death before. Like the only time someone had died would be like a grandparent, but we kind of knew it was coming, and it was like they're probably gonna die this week. And then my parents would tell me like, hey, like your grandpa passed or whatever, and it was like kind of expected, and that was just like took me by surprise. So that whole day probably.
Yeah.
Shim, if you knew that in 1 year you would die suddenly, would you change anything about the way you are living? You are now living.
Yes.
Why? What would you change?
Especially after watching Breaking Bad. Thanks. Shout out to you guys. I'm gonna start doing a bunch of meth.
Oh no.
I'm gonna start cooking it. I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna start selling it.
Are you good enough at chemistry? I don't know.
Okay, you know what? I probably couldn't make it. Probably. And if I couldn't make it, I wouldn't do it, because then I wouldn't be like Jesse. So, you know what? No, scratch that. If I had 1 year if I knew I was gonna die in 1 year, I'd just travel a bunch.
Yeah.
I would spend all the money I had on just traveling, seeing the world, experiencing things.
Yeah.
Not meth.
I agree. I would not do meth either.
You can do meth and travel though.
That's true. What does friendship mean to you?
Kind of like Jordan's. Friendship means you're always there for each other, and you
Nice, dude.
That's friendship.
I don't know. That's kind of the main thing for me
Yeah.
is like you're always there for each other. Like you're there in the best times and the darkest times. You never give up on each other unless they're doing math.
Do they have to be an enjoyable person to be around to be considered a friend? Like, what if they're reliable, but they're just like so boring?
Okay, but like obviously I gotta have fun when I'm with you or
Okay.
enjoy your presence.
I'm just clarifying.
I have to like you as a person, and you have to be there for me.
Okay.
That's about it.
That sounds like friendship.
About it. Yeah.
Cool.
John, what roles do love and affection play in your life?
Well, currently not a whole lot.
But you're in love with your dad.
If you didn't watch the last episode, that makes
wouldn't
no
make
sense. But
Just watch the last episode.
what role do they play? I don't know. I feel like I'm like a hopeless romantic in the sense of like, if I think that I love someone, will have this movie version of how it should go. Like, oh, this is like the one person in the universe that's meant for me, and like the stars are aligning, and I'll like travel across the globe and like make it work. But then in reality, like, I don't think that's how the world works.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't really know how to answer this question. Like, I think that I am a very, like, love is a big aspect to me.
Do you
I
love
think-
me?
Yeah, I love both you guys. I
I
think
love you too.
I love you too. I love you.
I love you.
Three-way
I love
love
all you
fest.
guys.
Just a love
Big
fest
love
over here.
sesh.
I think love is like important, and I think showing love is a big thing that I'm glad now, like in recent years, society has kind of changed where it's not weird for like guys to like show love to their guy friends.
Yeah.
Because like back in like the 70s or whatever, or 60s, like you couldn't be like, hey, I love you, bro. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's important, and I'm a big love guy. All right, Shim. Alternate sharing something you consider a positive characteristic of your partner. Share a total of 5 on. So we're just
so alternate.
Wait,
so
what?
I'm
So-
gonna say something. You're gonna say something back.
We can go in a circle.
we can just go in a circle. So you say something about Kyle. Kyle will say something
It's like therapy, man.
about me, and then I'll say
This
something
is
about
like
you.
group friendship therapy.
Alright.
We'll just each do one to make it
Alright,
quicker.
yeah.
So positive characteristic
pause.
of Kyle.
Physical. Or
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want to give to me.
You're very funny and make me laugh a lot.
Thank you. Okay, now something about John.
Yeah.
John, you are creative / hardworking.
Thank
That's
you.
kind of a double compliment.
You only get one. You only get one.
You're very hardworking, and you're the type of person that's gonna just not stop until something's accomplished, which I admire. And you're also the type of person that's creative, and like you had the idea of making a song for Jordan on his birthday, and you're someone that's has like creative ideas like that, which I struggle with. So, yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Yep.
you. Jordan, you are in the best way ever, like
A psycho.
balls to the wall with everything in life, and I think that is like one of the coolest characteristics. Is like if you're gonna do something, there's no like, hey, we're just gonna go do this and like for example, when it comes to working out, it's just one example, but it's like we're not just gonna go to the gym and like have like a workout. We're gonna go to the gym and like have the hardest
Die.
workout of your life every day.
And
It's
then
gonna
be
feel
happy
good.
about it. Yeah.
It's
But
gonna feel
yeah,
real good.
and that's like, but it's like that in everything in life. It's like, okay, well, we're gonna go do this. We're gonna eat pizza. We might as well get 7 pizzas and all
true.
do a food
That's
challenge.
true.
And it's like stuff like that, but it makes life way more interesting, I
Yeah.
think. So
Balls
Alright.
are just always on the wall.
Balls are just all over your wall.
Taped to the wall.
yep,
Who asked that one?
I asked that.
So
yeah.
Kyle,
Yeah.
how close and warm is your family? Do you feel your childhood was happier than most other people's?
Yeah. So,
First one is how close and warm is your family? So how close is your family?
like, how close are we together?
Like, just how close is your family?
Can you share everything you want? Like anything
Like,
you
do you
want?
tell everything to your?
I wouldn't say
family?
I tell everything to my
Oh.
family. I mean, there are people that are like that. That'll say like, yeah, I tell everything to my mom, or I tell everything to my dad.
Willig's
Yeah.
kind of like that. Willig is very open.
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
not.
Willig will tell his parents like everything.
Mom, I smoked crack yesterday.
Like, all right.
No, I'm not like that, but I feel comfortable sharing information with them that I feel should be shared with them. But yeah, I'm close to my family.
Do you feel your childhood was happier than most other people's? I guess that's like kind of subjective. You don't know how happy other people were during their
yeah,
childhood.
Yeah.
like we grew up in a good area, and I did have a good childhood. Like, I mean, my parents were divorced, and so that's different than none of our friends have divorced parents, so no one else
Yeah.
knew what that was like. But that's just kind of how I grew up, so it just felt normal to me.
Yeah.
Obviously there were times that like I wished that it wasn't like that, because it's just like my family dynamic is just different than most people's.
yeah.
But no, I mean, we're all close, so it's all good.
Cool.
It's all good
it's
here.
all good.
It's all good here. Yeah. I'll add that I'm closer with my sister because of how we grew up like that, because like we were the only ones that could relate to each other in that way.
Yeah. That's cool.
How do you feel about your relationship with your mother?
Oh, really good. I mean, my mom and I are homies. I mean, I love my mom to death. Take a bullet for my mom. I feel like one thing I do wish is I wish that not that I like shared more with her. Like, I'll tell her some things, but I'm kind of the same way where like I'll tell her something if I feel that it's appropriate. But I wish that I had more of like a joke, like a playful relationship with my mom. Like, kind of, I have this relationship where my dad, where like we can kind of fuck with each other and like I don't know. just tell jokes. And I think my mom, well, both my parents like always worked. Like they were both just really hardworking and stuff. And I feel like, I don't know, I never developed this like playful relationship with my mom. It's more of like, I don't know, like I would never like say a joke to my mom that's like a rude, like a rude joke, but like you both understand it's a joke.
Yeah.
I just like never develop that. And like a lot of my friends with like their parents can like say something that I just would be like, I just don't know if I would say that around my mom, you know?
Yeah.
Not that it's like a big thing. It's just a little thing I've always noticed.
That's the same with me. And I've realized that now, most recently, because like I'll try and crack a joke to my dad and he'd be like, what? And I'll be like, no, never mind. I'll be like, never mind.
Yeah. And it's like, it's not like anything my mom did. It's that I didn't like put in the effort to try and develop that.
Yeah.
So it's like, we have more of like a serious relationship, I guess, but like not in a bad way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shim, complete this sentence. I wish I had someone with whom I could share blank.
AIDS.
I wish of whom I could share
My cock.
kinda. Low-key.
I mean, like,
that's part of it.
Yeah.
I could share experiences and time with. That's what a girlfriend is.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good answer. I mean,
That's about it.
that's what I would say.
Kyle, if you are going to become a close friend with your partner, what?
This is saying like if you had a girlfriend.
But you're already not a close friend with your girlfriend? I feel like you have to be close in order to date someone. Please share what would be important for him or her to know. So I guess
so basically, if you're dating someone,
first date. Not first date.
Okay, if you're like about to start dating someone, you're like, listen, if we're gonna date, this is something like you got to know this about me.
You've been talking for like a month or two, and you're about to start dating. What do they need to know? Because you're not really a hothead. You're not like a big emotional guy who's going to cry every 5 seconds.
I don't know. The biggest thing is, as long as we can communicate and we're open with each other, then things should be fine.
Girls who suck at communication
suck.
They suck.
Most don't. Most are too communicative.
No.
Not in my experience.
Oh, in my experience, yeah.
They're too communicative. Oh, so Shim wants like, listen, talk less.
Talk less. Just like, let me be me. Let me live, woman. That's what, who said that?
I don't know. You just said it, though.
No, someone said that anyways.
Okay.
I guess, yeah. What they should know about me is I appreciate open communication, and I appreciate trying to have interest in something that I'm interested in. / my friends and family, like, be friends with them.
Yeah. Okay.
Be friends with them.
Be friends with my friends and family.
Yeah. Okay, John, share with your partner the most an embarrassing moment in your life.
I feel like I've already shared most of my embarrassing stories on here.
Let's give us.
His boxer rip was
is
pretty embarrassing.
Is there one? Oh yeah, I tore my boxers at the gym.
Did you ever just feel super embarrassed in front of somebody that you're like
you ever get pants and feel embarrassed or something like that?
No, I never got pants.
You ever just like something really embarrassing happens to you in front of someone that you didn't want that to happen in front of?
Or you said something to a girl that was really embarrassing that you haven't shared yet?
You just get turned down.
I guess the
really
only
hard.
I mean, I think I've shared it at one point, but the only thing I can like think of is freshman year, this one girl that like I was talking to, I after this high school football game, me and her and like 4 other people walked back to this kid's house, and we were like watching a movie or something. And that was when obviously like your parents had to come pick you up because no one had cars.
Oh, it's the worst.
And she was about to leave, and she was like, why don't you like come down there with me while I'm waiting outside for my dad? And I was like, okay. And then all the other guys like, bro, it's your chance, bro. Like, come on. Yeah. Like, you got to kiss her, bro. And I was down there, and they were all, she didn't know this, but all the guys were watching me through the window. Oh. And like, I could kind of like, out of my peripheral vision, I could see 4 dudes just staring out the window at me to see if I would kiss her. And they were texting me like, kiss her, dude, kiss her, kiss her, kiss her. And then her dad came, and we just hugged, and I didn't kiss her. Like, I think she was waiting for the kiss, and I just didn't do it. So
that's all right. Been there.
Yeah. So
it's all right.
Okay.
That's high school, early high school.
All right, Shim, number 30. We have 6 more questions. When did you last cry in front of another person?
My dad hasn't made me cry in a while, so It used to be like a once a month thing.
Well, that's good.
That's good. Yeah, it's
Progress.
good. Let's see. Last time I cried in front of someone, I was crying. I wasn't like emotional crying. It's because. So here's the story. My cousin, I got us both tequila shots, and I was like, I was like, hey, let's take them. And he's like, bro, I don't know if like I can. I don't feel very good. I'm like, that's smart. Like, don't push it. Like, just do you.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, yeah. And then he was like chilling for like 5 minutes. So I take mine, and 2 girls come over, and then he decides to take his without like, he's not even like, hey, Jordan, I'm gonna take mine. Watch me. He just sees these 2 girls walk over, and he chugs it, and then he taps me on the shoulder and goes, and he just shoves me as hard as he can onto the ground, and he goes, told you I would take it, you bitch. And I was like, I never said you wouldn't take it.
Okay.
And so anyways, when he shoves me, my foot like gets like nails the corner of this pool bar, and it's slippery, so like obviously I fell really hard, and my foot like still hurts to do like defensive slides or something, like lateral
You
movements.
might have broke your foot.
It might still be fractured. I don't know. Anyways, I was like screaming. I was like, ah! Like at the top
So
of
you
my
started crying?
Yeah, I started crying, dude. I was like, oh my God. And well, Zach felt really bad, but it's all good now.
Damn, what a bitch.
I don't remember the last time I cried from like pain.
Dude, that like the pain, like, because at
Physical
first
pain.
I was just flexing like every muscle, like trying to hold it in, like I'm fine, and then the pain just stayed in my foot, like a sharp pain. I was like, it felt like a needle was in it. I was like, oh my God.
Damn.
And so yeah, that's when last time I cried. Last time I emotionally cried was probably with Mike and Lisa. But yeah, Kyle, what if anything is too serious to be joked about?
Oh.
You're a comical guy, so you should know these things.
But just to clarify, are we
Like-
talking like to be joked about like in public, like part of a comedy routine, or like in private when no one's around?
I have something.
Okay.
I think maybe it's something. So I'm someone that kind of appreciates kind of crude humor and like Dave Chappelle kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like I think it's funny, and I think it's kind of good to be able to laugh at different things that are maybe not something you should
PC.
laugh at. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think if I'm making a joke towards someone and I'm joking about something that I know affects them and hurts them,
Yeah.
you shouldn't joke about that.
So if your intent is to hurt someone.
Yeah, if your intent is to hurt someone, or even if you're not trying to hurt them, but you know it's going to hurt them, then you shouldn't do it.
Okay.
But like as far as public, there's not a lot of stuff you can say, honestly. Like,
In public, yeah. These days, you can't really say anything.
there's like, yeah. I don't even know where the line's drawn
You
at.
can joke about AIDS.
I don't even know if AIDS jokes fly in public.
I don't think they fly in public anymore.
I mean, I'll tell age jokes in private.
I've already made 2 on this podcast. Okay. If you were to die this evening with no opportunity to communicate with anyone, what would you most regret not having told someone? And why haven't you told them yet?
Oh no!
See, I think I know this answer.
Yeah. Yeah, Kyle knows this.
How are you gonna approach this one?
Well, I think there's like 100% chance that the person who I'm going to talk about is never going to listen to this, so it doesn't matter. But basically, I think I would regret not telling someone how I felt about them.
Like if a friend.
Huh?
A female.
Oh, could be male.
I mean, it could be male. It's probably not, but I mean, it could be.
It's open ended.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it open-ended, but
John's not gay.
if
guys.
I died tonight and I hadn't said like what's in my head, I'd be pretty upset.
Okay. That's understandable.
But it's like one of those things where you can't say it, like, or you shouldn't say it ever, but it's in your head and you want to say it, but you know you shouldn't say it.
Okay. Yeah.
like an AIDS joke.
Like an AIDS joke. Yeah. Okay. I could see how, like, if this was a more serious setting and it was like one-on-one, I could see how this would make you cry.
I can see how it would make you cry.
All right, 34. Shim, your house containing everything you own catches fire. After saving your loved ones and pets,
Yes,
you have
Bentley's okay.
You have time to safely make a final dash to save any one item.
Ooh.
What would it be and why?
Xbox.
That's tough.
Dab pen.
Dab pen, Xbox.
Gymshark clothes.
My Gymshark clothes.
Eminem poster.
I'd probably
Fleshlight.
because if okay,
Sex robot.
if I'm not already wearing it, I'm taking Connor's chain, dog tag chain.
Oh yeah, that's good.
If I'm not already wearing it, if I'm wearing it, then
But you're probably wearing it.
I'm
So.
probably wearing it. So I'm probably gonna take my laptop. It has so much stuff on it, like photos, videos,
Yeah.
account stuff. Just a lot. Of
Very
things.
logical of you.
Yeah, that's good.
Of all the people in your family, whose death would you find most disturbing?
Fuck,
Why?
dude. That's
this
so
hurts.
hard.
These
Yeah,
questions
these are
hurt.
they get progressive. They're the way that this is structured is to get progressively more emotional.
Dude.
Yeah, the death most disturbing, dude. Like what?
And why, dude?
why? You can't just say my mom and dad. You got to pick one.
Yeah. I would probably say this is a really hard question. I'd say my sister, probably, just because it's not expected. This sounds weird, but it's not expected that your sibling dies significantly before you, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I know at some point my parents are going to die before me. And obviously that's going to be awful.
Yeah.
But having my sister die would be, I can't even imagine how hard that would be. So, yeah, that would suck.
Yeah.
Okay. John.
Last question.
Is this the last one?
36.
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Share a personal problem and ask your partner's advice on how he or she might handle it. Also, ask your partner to reflect back to how you seem to be feeling about the problem you have chosen.
Wow.
So, what's a problem you have in your life, John? We
Um.
may have just discussed it.
Oh, not yeah. That's a whole nother problem. No, I think I have a problem of never feeling like if I accomplish something, like it's not enough, like I didn't accomplish enough,
You do have that problem.
and I feel like it's not. Like I feel like a lot of times I'm like, if it's not making it like big, like if people don't watch it, or if like it's not making me money, or if it's not like working towards something, then like there's no point, like what's the point in it at all? Which is, I know it's wrong because there is points in doing things that are like just for fun, or like, I don't know. I have a problem of always needing to be achieving something, and if I'm not achieving something, then I like get depressed.
yeah, you do have that problem.
What do I do, guys?
You learn to just be happy with who you are, what you have in the present, like the things around you.
How do I do that? You're my teachers
Live
here.
life in perspective. Real talk, I think.
Live life in perspective. Perspective.
Yeah, perspective.
All comes back down to perspective.
Yeah. Real talk, counseling might be good. Like, that's real. I think, especially with something like that, that's something that they can help you. See, I'm not someone that can get yourself to like go back into your own head and like dive down into problems, but they can, and that is something that can help you.
Yeah.
So if that's something you're ever open to, I would recommend it.
Yeah.
But
I also have that problem too, though, because sometimes I won't sleep at night. And I'll,
I never have a
you do
problem
have that problem.
sleeping.
and I'll just stay up and just be working at
you do
something.
have that problem.
Yeah, Jordan. Yeah, you're different than me in the sense of like we might both feel that way, but I can like shut it off at certain
Yeah,
times.
you can go to bed. I'll stay up till like 5 a.m. just working, and then like set my alarm for 8 a.m. and then just have 3 hours of sleep and just go about my day.
I've never in my life had anything that's like stopped me from being able to go to sleep. Like even the day after Connor died, like I slept fine. It's weird.
Oh,
And like
yes.
when I like
definitely
when I got
happens.
like dumped and I was like so depressed and stuff, like
Just knocked
Oh.
out.
I was just like
Lucky.
I've never had trouble or like sleeping.
lucky.
Yeah, I definitely have. I couldn't sleep for like the whole winter.
Oh my
I was
god.
alive the entire
Yeah, well, you
winter.
were also sleeping in the apartment, right?
Well, that winter too.
Oh,
The past two winters
Past
have
two
been really
winters.
shitty.
Fuck, man.
Winter's approaching. Winter's coming.
We're gonna make this winter better.
Yeah.
Winter 2019
Yeah.
Slash 2020.
/
Bulking season.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Dude,
get fat.
Let's
This
go.
time next
let's go
year?
snowboarding or skiing and just eat a bunch at a cabin.
I would
like,
love to see Jordan
Oh, yeah.
snowboard
Yeah.
slash ski.
I'm not Terrible. I've never tried skiing. I've snowboarded once.
You'd be
You should
terrible at
ski.
skiing.
You would be bad at skiing.
Pizza, straight. Pizza, straight. Pizza, straight. No.
Yeah.
You would just go down. You would just
Actually,
bomb the hill and hurt
I'm
yourself.
trying to think if Jordan would be worse at snowboarding or skiing.
I was
I just
decent
think-
at snowboarding.
I
I
just
was
think
actually
both
decent.
is not the right sport for Jordan. You try to overpower things too much, and like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a finesse thing. It's
I'm trying to think of if there's any sport that Jordan would be like. Not. I'm not trying to say that if there's any sport he would be good at, but like if there's any sport that would be like his sport.
well, that's why I feel like
Bobsledding.
weightlifting because it's
bobsledding.
something that you just like attack.
Yeah, yeah.
Bobsledding too.
That's why
like,
it works.
like
Yeah,
an explosive
bobsledding you just
start.
attack,
Yeah.
and you just.
Yeah.
Like see Jordan just running and then
Actually,
dive
Jordan.
on.
Yeah, I could see Jordan like sprinting. If he pursued
shot
like
put?
sprinting,
Shot
put,
shot put, javelin,
just anything that involves pushing or exerting all of my energy
all at once.
All
Yeah,
at
Just
once.
one burst of energy. Yeah.
If you have to sustain it for more than like 60 seconds,
It's not gonna happen.
it's not.
Or if it doesn't even need much energy, that's when Jordan. That's his weakness.
Yeah,
not
that's
exerting
true.
energy.
Oh yeah, that maybe yeah,
'Cause
that's
skiing.
better.
It's like not that much
Yeah.
energy. Like your legs are gonna be a little sore, but
Cool.
anyways.
Okay. Well, this took a while, so I think we'll just kind of at about time to wrap it up. All right. Well, this was super fun. I
Yeah, we
like
should do this again sometime. Like
Yeah.
some other.
stuff like
Questions
this.
and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. If you guys ever, if you listen to a lot of these episodes and you kind of know the style of our show and like the type of stuff that we enjoy and like to talk about, if you ever find an article or something on Twitter or whatever, and that you think like, hey, that'd be funny for them to talk about or interesting, let us know, because obviously most our episodes are not that serious and are just like kind of fucking around and just having a good time. But it is cool to mix it up every once in a while and do something a little more serious like this, like every couple of weeks. So with all that being said, thank you all so much for listening to this episode of Peak to Middle School. It's really hot in here. I'm really
It's
sweaty.
super
so
hot. It's so nice
swamp.
out, dude.
Swamp in my
I know.
ass.
It's like, like I'm glad that it's September and it's still sunny, because pretty soon it'll be torrential downpour
Yeah.
every day here.
But at the same time, it's like just get cold already. I like the cold personally.
I like the cold. I don't like the dark.
I like
Yeah,
the
it'll
dark
get
too.
real depressing real quick here.
Yeah.
The dark is fine for me too.
Yeah. If you guys have never been to Seattle in the winter,
Don't.
it's actually
Don't come.
crazy.
Don't come.
Yeah. Don't come in the winter
Come in the
because
spring and summer.
you'll,
June through
early fall.
August, come.
dude, there's a time of the year for like a couple weeks where it doesn't get, the sun doesn't come up until like 9 a.m. and it sets at like 4:15 p.m.
3 p.m. Yeah.
Yep.
It's absolutely insane.
You
Anyways,
don't even see the sun because the clouds are fucking covered.
yeah. With all that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Kyle, where can they follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at KyleSafter36. Follow the podcast at Pims Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. We post clips. I say this every time. Watch them. Watch our episodes. That is all. John.
You can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Twitter and Instagram. You can also subscribe to my personal YouTube channel called The Narwhal, and I started a movie review channel called The Movie Sloth, because there's a lot of sloth shit around here. We all have sloth tattoos. There's a sloth on the wall. There's a sloth there. So if you guys want to see a movie review of the new movie It Chapter 2, I just posted that one today, so that's up. There's 2 videos up there now. There's going to be a new video every single week. Anyways, Shim, where can they follow you?
Instagram JShimFit, and then Twitter JShim23_.
Yep.
On my Instagram, I'm a lot more active. I post every day, whether it's on my story or on the actual gram. You get nutrition, you get exercises, you get a lot of fitness stuff.
Motivational quotes.
Yeah, motivational quotes. So come give me a follow.
Yeah,
and,
if you guys
we'll get you fit.
if you guys are kind of getting into working out and don't really know like what you're doing, and you want some good baseline exercises to like learn how, like the form and how to do them and
He will
stuff like
teach
that, check his page out. It's really good for that. Also, if you guys are interested in getting like a full customized like workout plan, like just for you,
I
based
have
on what
one.
you want to do,
And it's great.
Shim makes them
Yeah.
for people based on their goals and where they're at currently. So if you have no idea what the fuck you're doing and you want to get ripped, hit up Shim. He knows he can get you there.
Or if you just want to lose weight.
Yeah, or if you're like, if you're like 700 pounds and you want to get down to like,
If you want to lose
400?
weight, if you want to just like, if you're lean and just want to get more shredded, like more tone, I can do that. If you want to gain weight, like not bad weight, but muscle weight,
Good
I
weight.
can do that.
Yeah.
If you want to just become more like LeBron James, I can help you become more of an athlete. Not LeBron, but like more of an athlete.
yeah, I mean, I've put on 15 pounds since I started working out with Shim. Kyle's put
I
on
put
like
on 10.
10 already.
Yep.
So
Thick.
Yeah.
Thick boys over here.
Yep. Anyways, with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys want a video version and you're on one of the audio streaming platforms, check out YouTube to see our beautiful faces. With all that being said, we will see you guys on Thursday. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Peace.